Greetings to you all. Got an interesting video to share with you guys today, but first and foremost, I just want to say I appreciate every single one of you. As I always say, man, I really do, guys. I will keep reminding you guys because I really do mean it. From the bottom of my heart, you know, recently I felt some real growth, honestly, and I can't thank you guys enough. So we're going to delve into this video and I want to hear your thoughts because this one's an interesting one. Let's delve into it. Right, guys, so as I was reading this article, you know what? Before we even do so, I'm happy. And I'm going to tell you the reasons why I'm happy, because this is really, really, really good news. And I'm going to explain why. So here we are. We got IGN themselves stating it, promoting it. And by the man himself, Turki Alalshikh. If I've pronounced it right, I do believe I've pronounced it right. So this guy here, before we even delve into the actual article, this guy here is making things happen. He's put on a lot of fights. He's listened to the audience. He's making the fights happen. So we got Crawford, you know, versus Canelo, which is a recent fight that's going to be happening on September the 12th. We definitely can't miss that. Oh yeah, my take on that, I'm going for Crawford. But we'll delve into that another time. I'm a big fan of Canelo though. But we got to shout out to this guy because he's making things happen. So many fights that couldn't even happen before that are happening now. And what we have here is himself, you know, getting the support from the Japanese creators of Street Fighter, which is incredible. Who goes by the name of Takashi. And they've obviously made different types of games as well, but everybody knows what Street Fighter is. A very classical, brilliant game to obviously play. And let me just read why I believe I was very happy. So it says, together with legendary Japanese video game and designer Takashi, I can't pronounce the last name, so I apologize. I'm proud to announce a forthcoming boxing game presented by The Ring, featuring original characters. Man, are you right? Look, that is all we need to see, because the thing is, I've been looking at articles prior to this and people were like, you know, they can throw some characters in there, but are they going to be like original characters? To me, the original characters means the actual boxers, and this is fantastic news. And coming from Turkey, I believe that, you know, he's in the boxing industry now, you know, investing a lot of money. So I believe that he knows what the fans want, a new boxing game. And we're going to get into that because obviously we got Undisputed, which I do cover Undisputed, and other boxing games as well. But this here could be done very well if it's put together. And the man behind it is Turkey. You know, he's doing good things. I'm really excited about this because there's going to be competition. There's going to be competition, and we will delve into that bit in a second. I'm just getting my hopes up, man. This is the main reason why I was getting excited, because I'm not going to lie, I would love to just have real boxers. I don't mind like creating characters and whatnot, but I want to have real boxers, and I'm excited on what these Japanese, you know, designers are going to actually do, you know, within this game. So let me know your thoughts regarding this section here. And obviously, if you want to go on the article, you know, this is heavily promoted. You never know, it could pop out next year. You really don't know, because I think the reason why I'm saying that is because this guy, Turkey himself, makes things happen, and I don't think he would wait any longer to try get this boxing game out as soon as possible. Right, I just want to obviously share my thoughts, and then obviously I want to hear you guys' thoughts as well. This could go two ways in my opinion. And first, we're just going to start off with, even if this is a animated boxing game, I still feel like this would do pretty well, due to the fact that there's not really much competition at the moment besides Undisputed and also people will say Fight Night, but Fight Night, you know, there's apparently supposed to be in the works as well, but you know, it doesn't sound promising at the moment. And they could also make a boxing game. As I stated, original characters. To my belief, that means the actual characters. So if they do that, there's going to be some high expectations in terms of realism. And you know, going from the creators that are going to be creating this game, such as Takashi, you know, I'm just trying to go off the games that he's produced. He's produced some great games, but how is he going to pull it? You know, is he going to change up the style of his games? Like, it's food for thought. We sit here and think, like, how is he going to do this? And to me, I'm just very excited. We just want that boxing game that could last for years. You know, like the Fight Nights, they've lasted for years. So referring back to like the Undisputed has the potential to last for years, and at the moment it's doing pretty well, but it's got to keep updating. And to me, as I did state to you guys, I am staying here to cover Undisputed for good, for sure, because I believe they've improved. They have definitely improved, and hopefully they continue to improve. Well, they will have to, because there's going to be some serious competition when this game does come out, okay, between the pair. So, but at the moment, there's not much competition. So this is a sticky one, and we don't know what EA are going to do about Fight Night. Fight Night Forever is apparently coming out in December. Am I looking forward to that? Yes and no. I am, because it's just a new game that's been enhanced. Well, not a new game, sorry. Some enhanced, you know, fighters and stuff like that. So I like them things. However, I'm not really looking forward to it because, you know, I think it's offline play, and also, you know, the mechanics that Fight Night does hold of today, you know, I'm not really feeling it, and that's just my opinion. But does Fight Night hold one of the greatest spots in the world in terms of boxing games? Of course, definitely, as a whole franchise, of course. Right, guys, shouts out to Boxing Fanatico. I'm here to show you a video regarding on, you know, he's obviously covering the update with the new boxing game apparently coming out. Well, it is being confirmed. So he's pointed out something really good, and I've never seen this game before, and I want you guys to obviously check it out. He delves into the creativity of the Japanese developers and what they actually can bring to the table. And I've seen this and I thought, you know what, this is really, really good, and it makes sense. So we're going to take a look at it. I try not to talk too much over it, but if I do pause it, it's obviously for a specific reason. But yeah, let's play it.
What he's bringing to the table is his ability to be creative. Back in around 2007, and you guys might say, oh, but this doesn't look that good. This game right here is called Boxers Road 2. This was developed by a Japanese developer. This is the same developer who actually innovated and created the head movement sway system that we've become a.
And I'm going to pause it there. Just look at the creativity of this boxing game. As he stated, the graphics are not perfect, but we're going from 2007. But if you see the animations, the actual mechanics of this game is great. And I've heard people say, you know what, even if the graphics weren't good or whatever, as long as it feels some sort of like an actual simulation boxing game, I'm all in it. And I'm not saying this game is perfect, of course not, but look what they have created and thought about in 2007. You know, a game in 2000. I've never heard of this game, and I will be finding this game and I will be playing it because it looks pretty cool. Despite the graphics, as I said, I'll play any game that has good, you know, mechanics and plays well, and I'll still play. It doesn't matter if the graphics are old. Well, yeah.
Accustomed to because of the Fight Night series. Fight Night took that head movement system from this developer, because when they made their Victorious Boxers game, they had the head movement implemented there.
This is great. This is so
sick. A modifier button that you press, a bumper modifier, and then when you press that bumper modifier, you move the analog stick.
Think about this enhanced. And I believe, in my belief, I swear to you guys, my belief that they're going to make this game really, really good. This is just my opinion. Even if we get, you know, some different types of characters as well that could be added to the game, because, you know, all the microtransactions in games these days, they obviously enhance games. But just think about it like that. I'm so excited, honestly, but I'm going to play the rest of the video and say the rest at the end.
And the analog stick rotates your head in all the different directions. They were the first to do it, and then Fight Night followed suit. You might think that this game doesn't look that good, but the amount of creativity that was in this game was off the charts.
It's crazy.
You can become undisputed in multiple different divisions, and it was based on how you eat. You could actually eat your way
jab as well,
up to a higher weight.
Pretty decent jab.
You can win different national belts as well. You can break your arm and all of this, and then break your jaw and everything. And all of this was done in 2007. Do you want to know what EA games, boxing games look like in 2007? They look like this. And all you could do was a normal run of the mill, fight guy after guy after guy after guy after guy in the weight class of the fighter that you selected, and then win the belt, and then just fight guy after guy after guy unlimitedly in career mode while you defended the belt. Meanwhile, this game over here had you training, had you weighing in. You had to make weight. It had multiple different ways to defend yourself. You can block. You could add a system where you have blocking and head swaying, and you can move your head. You could do all these things. You could become multi-divisional champion, multi-undisputed champion.
Crazy.
The creativity is what a lot of the Japanese developers bring to the table. Don't dumb down their creativity and think that they can't do something much, much bigger just because they've done other things.
Right, guys, this is just pure excitement to me, man. I'm so looking for, I'm quite optimistic right now. I think that this boxing game, if it's done well, even if it's not to everybody's standards, I actually do. I don't see this game not delivering. It won't make sense from Turki himself. Surely he knows what he's doing. You know, he's hired some pretty decent developers that have got a background in terms of the games they produce, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited because I think we just need more, to be precise, boxing games. You know, I'm not going to say sports overall, because there's a lot of sports games out there, you know, with the likes of, you know, the basketball, you know, football, all these sports games, and there's just not enough boxing. We need some more boxing games. Obviously, we got Undisputed, and you know, Fight Night's still currently being played. But when you look at the other categories, you know, they're more or less oversaturated. In my belief, they come out every year. UFC, for example, every single year without fail. And we don't get that with a boxing game. And I'm not even saying that we need a boxing game every year. We just need a boxing game that can just last forever. Be updated, you know, with boxers continuously, and just make sure the fans are happy with the game itself. That's all we need. You know what I mean? But hope you guys enjoy this video, man. But before I leave, apparently there is another big update with Undisputed coming out towards the end of the month. A lot of people have been saying it. I've been getting some feedback from a lot of people, and alongside a DLC. So the DLC information, I can obviously indicate you guys that this is a possibility, and it was through SteamDB, where they do updates but not shown the actual release date yet of the actual update. So you guys go take a look at that. But yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things, and hopefully the Undisputed do continue to update this game, because they're doing well so far. I don't know why I'm messing up my words. My apologies, guys. Bit tired, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.